Right everybody, just before we do the intro, going to get a rod out quickly. We've got a cheeky little homemade wishbone, bit dodgy. We've got two lovely rag on there and size 2 hooks. Let's get this chucked out and hopefully get into some Plaice. Lovely. Here we go then, first cast of the day, my friends. Can you guess where we are today? We are down Brighton Beach, trying for some Plaice with South Coast Angler. So there you go, hopefully you can see me casting. I left me ratchet on again. Oh, that's just a sick cast, happy days. Never didn't lose my ratchet on. All right then, lovely job, that was a sweet cast. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fishing with Matt channel and to another episode on the channel. Happy days. So today, as I said, and you may be able to see, we are down Brighton Beach going after the elusive Plaice. So we're in January, it's about halfway through January, and they're starting to show just a little bit, but apparently they're further out. But the ideal conditions for the Plaice are completely flat calm, which it is today, and it has been for 2 days or so, and it's the last day of calm weather for a while. So we're hoping they're going to come in a little bit closer into our casting distance. We've already got that rod out as I showed. So yeah, I'm going to get 3 rods out. We've got some lovely worm baits which we'll show you in a minute, and fingers crossed we can get into some Plaice today. So as always, we're down here with our good friend South Coast Angler. There he is, we'll go say hello in a minute. And then if I can zoom in a little bit more and keep it steady, somewhere all the way over there in the distance is Fish Hunter UK. Happy days. Here we are then everybody. So the second rig that I'm going to be using with a ragworm bait is going to be a pulley rig with a 1.0. I've changed it to a 1.0 now instead of a 2.0 like I was using down the Ada. And we've got 2 lovely ragworm up there. So yeah, we've got about a 2-foot trace and the 1.0 and then the lovely sea weight down the bottom. So yeah, we've got that clipped on the weight. We'll get that cast out as well. Here we are then. Let's go for our second cast and hopefully not cross over Dan's lines. So the weather today is absolutely beautiful and perfect, and potentially we could have, and we're thinking about going out on the Sib today. But due to it being quite cold, especially -4 degrees this morning, I said no, not really, but I think it's 3 or 4 degrees down here. And yeah, it's very warm at the moment. Right, there we go. We've got 2 rods out, my friends. Let's sit down, relax, and hopefully get into some fish. Here's the ragworm. We've got some George. So we ordered 1.5 pounds. I was going to have 1 pound and Dan was going to have half, but I gave him a little bit more. So we've got about 3/4 pound each. He said he wouldn't be able to get us small stuff, so we have got some absolute beasts in there like these 2 here. But there are a good few small ones as well, but you can always split these down into smaller baits. And then over here in Dangler's camp, we have got some lovely fresh dug this morning blow lug. So there should be hopefully 1 pound of blow lug in here. Bit difficult because he puts in a little plastic bag. I need to get myself a box to put this stuff in. But we got some lovely freshly dug this morning lugworm. Happy days. Here he is then. We got the main man, South Coast Angler. Ooh, he had to say it, didn't he?
I've got a really hot head.
You're a hot head.
My cooker.
I was about to say, so what's going to happen today then, Dangler?
Chef Dangler.
Chef Dangler.
We're going to have some teas.
Some teas, and what else are we going to have, Dangler?
We're going to have burgers.
Have burgers, and what else are we going to have, Dangler?
Some tomato soup.
Tomato soup, I forgot about that.
Boy.
So yeah, Dan's bought this little camping gas stove. So we're going to make some cups of teas during the day, have some burgers, and have some soup later on.
The boy.
The boy, happy days, eh?
So the bite, I think.
Get a bite, you thinks. So as well, thanks to you amazing people, I was able to go and get some more bait this morning from Baits R Us in Portsmouth. So I picked up a bulk load of baits. We got some squid with us, we got some joey mackerel, and we had some limpet that I brought down from the car. So potentially we're going to chuck out a whole squid or half a joey mackerel for a bass out there. We shall see. But yeah, big thanks to everyone who watches the videos, watches the live streams and donates to the channel, because you funded me another £80 worth of bait, which is a lot of bait. I'll be sure to post a picture on my community page on what that was. But there, happy days. Thank you, everybody. So we are a little bit late down here today due to a couple of things, like bait being a little bit behind, as our good friend George is digging it this morning. But high tide is about 2:30 and it's probably about 12:30 now. So we will get 2 hours before high and then obviously quite a while after high, because I think we're planning on staying here into the evening to see what it may produce. But yeah, as I said, we've got plenty of bait, plenty of worm baits, and then we've got the squid, limpet and the joey. So I'll be getting that third rod out at some point to try and, you know, crawl out a bass, something like that. We shall see. You never know. Obviously the conditions aren't bassy at all. There's no surf at all, but I don't see why there wouldn't be one just swimming around chilling. So we'll give it a go, my friends. What's you got, Dangles?
A cup of Rosie Lee.
God, you look well homeless.
Who homeless?
There you go, we got a lovely cup of Joe in the Fish with Matt mug. Thanks, Dangler. Where's the milk, mate?
Hang on.
Sweet as a nut. So to start off with, on the third rod, I've put a 2-hook flapper on, and what we've done is put a slightly bigger ragworm and a common limpet on there. So I've got that on both of the hooks, and these are 2-0 hooks. So fingers crossed, this is with the idea of going for a bass, because limpets are a great bait, especially when fresh for the bass. These ones are unfortunately frozen, but I think they just look great, to be fair. So yeah, these frozen ones, we'll give them a go, see what happens if we catch anything on them. We shall see, my friends. So there we are, everybody. The third rod is now out. So hopefully those fishies will come in and we can at least show a place each, and it'd be nice if we can get an extra bass. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled on these rods and try not to get distracted, and hopefully bring you back with a fishy. Right then, everybody, so we just changed the baits on the 2 ragworm rods. I know, they've all got ragworm on. The 2 ones we chucked out first, the wishbone and the pennel, whatever it's called, pulley. It's not pulley, pennel, it's just pulley. So we changed the bait on those 2, and the wishbone one, the ragworm, was completely untouched, and then the pulley rig, the ragworm, at least one of them had been taken, so something's going on with that. Dan reckons I'm casting at about 100 metres potentially, probably a little bit less than that. I don't want to boost myself up, now it's with a fixed spool. And apparently they're coming in at the 200 metre plus range, so it's gonna be difficult. We're holding our hopes up though, friends. We've still got, I don't know, maybe half an hour till high tide, so fingers crossed. But yeah, we're gonna be here for a while anyway, so we'll see some sort of flatfish, whether it be a plaice, flounder or a dab. Oh boys, they're being quiet. So it's just gone past probably 2:45 now, so high tide has been. And I haven't seen a bite, and neither has Dan. So I'm going to check my third rod, the flapper, because I've just left that out there to chill. I'm going to change that up with a new bait, which I'll show you in a second. I'm going to put out a whole squid and blow lug wrap. But yeah, we've seen no bites yet, unfortunately. But hopefully there'll be a chance of catching a fish on the ebb and with the tide going down. So this is the bait that I'm going to put out. We've got it on a pulley rig with, I believe, a 4-0 hook there. So it's a bit of a big hook to us. Probably be putting on a 2-0 or a 3-0, but we're just going to stick this out. So we've got the whole squid, and then we've got 3 or 4 blow lug wrapped up nicely there. So that's a good old cod bait, and then obviously a bass will go for that. And we've got a bit of a wiggly bit round here for the fish to be attracted to. So yeah, going to get that cast out, my friends. I'm going to bring in that flapper and check it, because you never know. Oh my God, everybody. I was going to say in that last clip that the most unexpected things happen on the most unexpected baits and rods. We had this one out with the old, what was it, ragworm and limpet for a bass or something like that, and you won't believe what we've caught.
A Plaice.
A Plaice. Let me turn you around, I'm so excited. Here we go, everybody. So Dan's holding it up. That is an absolute beast. It's a long boy. He's not very thick, but my God, he's long. That might be pushing 36, 38 centimetres, maybe even more. Oh my God, yes, let's go. Look at that, everybody. There's the size of my hand on the fish. He's an absolute beast, I cannot believe it. I'm so gassed with that. I said to Dan, hang on mate, this has got a bit of weight on it. And he said, I reckon you got that guy over there on the left, but oh my God, that is so unexpected. I can't believe it. Maybe I'll keep limpet and ragworm out there instead of putting that wrap out. Woo! See! Here we go, everybody. So we got good old Dr. Dangler back at it again, getting the hook out. Let me try it this way. Here we go then. So we're going to go in from the belly side this time. He's a big fish, but he's taken a 2-0 hook, and he might have taken it quite deep, I think. So it takes a bit of persuasion to try and not hurt the fishy. So what he's doing is he's getting the forceps through the mouth, getting the line and pulling it out of the mouth. And then you should be able to get the hook out of the gill.
Carefully, hopefully, as he says.
Here he goes. So he's got the hook out nicely. We're just taking it slowly so we don't hurt the fish, and then what he's going to do is he's going to push the hook back through and pull it out, and there you go. Happy days, we got a de-hooked Plaice. What a beast. We're going to go get this guy, I guess, weighed and get his length, even though he's not that big, but he's definitely a long boy. So yeah, happy days. Thank you, Dangler.
Do we just get it in the bucket?
Oh, I'm absolutely gassed. I am over the moon. He just pushes. We'll give it 40. Look at that. We got the little tail bit on 40, so we're gonna call it 40, my friends. We'll get a weight on him, but he really is a skinny Plaice. We've got Dan's bucket here to rejuvenate them, so we'll be putting him there for a bit. But as you can see, he's breathing happily. So what an absolute amazing fish to catch. That's what we came down here for. So I think I'm going to bin off that wrap for now and put another ragworm and limpet bait back out. Oh, and one more thing, I can't believe that came in on a 2-0 hook again. That was a 2-0 flapper. I genuinely cannot believe my luck on these 2-0s. I've been catching all my flatfish on 2-0s, whether it be flounder or the Plaice. Happy days. We'll try and get a weight, but we'll let him rejuvenate for a bit first. And we'll get a weight, but I imagine it's not going to be too far off a pound. Happy days, I'm over the moon. Right then, friends, I know weighing fish is a bit of a topic for debate on where to put fish, etc. I'm just going to put it lightly in the gill. We've got it, as you can see, set to 0 there. And let's get the fish lightly hooked in the gill. We can. There we go. 1.06 pounds for the fishy. Happy days. Got it nicely hooked, no tomfoolery. Lovely job. 1.06 pounds, I'm happy with that. 40 centimetres, over a pound. Very nice. I genuinely cannot believe, like, I'm speechless that I caught that on a 2-0 hook. That was on the top hook on the flapper on a curved 2-0 with a whole big ragworm and a big old limpet, and that was maybe for a bass or just anything else that could have been out there. And it chose to be a lovely Plaice. So yeah, we're gonna keep this in the bucket and let it rejuvenate, but I'm pretty sure we'll be fine to go back at the moment. You know, this size is perfectly fine to take home, but where he's got barely any fat on him, no chance. We'll put him back to fight another day and get fatter. And Dan's delivers a cup of tea. Thanks, Dan. But yeah, there you go. Lovely job getting back in the bucket to rejuvenate, and hopefully might be able to get 2 in the bucket or more. Happy days. Right then, here we go. He's only been in the bucket for 10 minutes and Dan reckons we should get him back. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Mr. Flounder, Mr. Plaice Flounder, Mr. Plaice, thank you so much. It's been a privilege. Just put you back. And off he flaps. Lovely job.
And off he flaps.
Off he flaps. Ooh. Right then, everybody. So I'm changing up the wishbone to one of Craig's lovely rigs. So this is a 1 up, 1 down clipped rig. And it's got all the funky stuff on it. Got the nice sequins and the nice beads and stuff, and obviously we've got his weight there. So yeah, this is going to be good for getting a bit of distance on it. Get it's all clipped down and streamlined, so that's happy days. And then on another note, old Reese from Fish Hunter over there, he's just had a 43 centimetre Plaice, so he's just done me over. Fair play though, happy days in it, happy days. So it has been a long old day so far. I think it's probably about 4:30 now. And just the one fish between us both. So yeah, it's definitely hard fishing down here. So if you are planning a trip, then do keep in mind that you may not catch anything. But with the weather being so good, it's a Tuesday today. I think it must be, what, the 17th? So we just had to get out and do some fishing. And for me at the moment, it's paid off. But yeah, soon enough, we're gonna get some burgers on the go, aren't we, Dangler? Ooh. Nice and hungry. So yeah, get some food on the go. I've actually put some bells on my rods. I know some people are against bells, but
Here's a bell end.
oh, why'd you do that? And then yeah, got some bells on just to make it easier to hear bites. I didn't actually get a bite or see a bite from that place I had. So yeah, got some bells on and we'll see what we can do, my friends. What are you doing, Chef Dangler?
I'm making some burgers.
Some burgers? Look at these bad boys on the beach. Oh, actually smell quite nice, to be fair. Happy days. Right, here we go, everybody. I've got the microphone right close to my face and we're going to do some ASMR burger. You ready for the sizzle?
Have you got a nice fatty microphone?
Awesome. So, oh, there you go. Look, there it goes. So it's 4 now. Oh, that's a good bite. No way. And we're getting a bite on that sea weights 1 up, 1 down one. And then Dan's been getting a bite as well. So we're getting a good old pull down there. Now, it is getting a bit dark and the sun is going down, as you can see over there. So potentially we could be looking at whiting. But fingers crossed, me and Dan are getting into the Plaice now. But that was some good pull downs there. I saw the whack from over in Dan's camp, 'cause he's cooking those burgers obviously. Ran over and it's still bouncing up and down. Dan's got some weight on his. He's bringing it in. Go on, Dangler. I had some good whacks as well, mate. Happy days. Come on. Nice bit of weight, Dan says. Let's get down here and see what's going on. Come on, Dangler, let's go. He don't want it to be a whiting. He'll be upset with a flounder. We want a Plaice. What are we saying? What are we saying? So he's got a bit of fight. Here we go, it's coming in, it's coming in. Almost here. What's it? Feels well heavy, he says. What's it going to be? Here it comes. What we got? Hey, flounder! Flounder! Oh, don't be upset, mate. It's a flatty. At least it's not a whiting, mate. Come on. There we go. Dan's got a flounder, everybody. Hard luck, eh? That's his first bite we've seen all day, and I've been getting a bite as well on the 1 up, 1 down. So we'll go have a quick look at mine as well. What have you made for us, big boy?
Bacon, double cheese, burger.
Oh, look at that. Go on, son. Oh. Happy days. What a beauty. I know it's a fishing channel, but you can't beat that down the beach, can you? There you go. Dan's finished his. We're going to crack on with ours. Yum, yum. Here we go then. So Dan didn't want me to film it.
Oh, you don't need to film my fish.
Well, look, I'm putting back the old flounder. He's letting him rejuvenate nicely.
Should swim back. There we go, beautiful. Happy days.
Inception. Righty tighty amigos, it is now 5 o'clock and it is getting pretty dark. It's not pitch black yet. Probably got another half an hour, 45 minutes before it's pitch black. But we're finishing off our last burgers now. Happy days. And we're going to put out a Joe mackerel bait, I reckon. But yeah, just chilling. 1 fish a piece at the moment, and then I imagine at some point the whiting are going to start coming in. So yeah, apparently we've googled it and Plaice also come in the evening, just like flounders, so I guess there's still a chance of a flounder and a Plaice today, so we shall see. Okay then everybody, so it is now pitch black basically, and Dan's just pulled in the first whiting of the night. So I'm putting out this 3 or 4, I think it's a 4.0 pulley rig. It's got about a 1 metre trace on it, and it's got the whole squid and a 3 blow lugs on it. So I've had this bait done up for a while. We're going to get it chucked out in favour of the 1.0 pulley rig that we had out. We haven't had any fish on that one yet, obviously. The only fish has been on that flapper. So yeah, we're going to go through to change some baits. And I think I'm going to put a joey out, maybe instead of the flashy 1 up, 1 down. But we shall see. I don't want to put too many big baits out, but I want to get rid of the worm. So yeah, there we go. Let's get this chucked out, everybody. Here we are, everybody. So instead of the rig, a 1 up and down rig, we're going to be putting on a pennel rig with a half a Joe mackerel and a brand new 3.0 hook on there. So yeah, we're going to get this chucked out and go for a conger, because apparently you can catch some decent ones down here. So yeah, I'm going to give that a go. And I haven't got much worm left, to be fair. Got through a good bit of it. I haven't been using much blow lug today because I'm not a big fan of it, to be fair. More a ragworm man. But yeah, let's get this joey out and see if we can catch anything on that. Annoyingly, the wireless microphone stopped working, so let's have to go back to the normal phone mic for now. This is the bait. So it's been stripped. I was getting weird sort of pull down bites on it, so I imagine there's whiting having a go at it now. So we're going to get another sort of wrap out. I might change the hook down to a 3.0 as well instead of a 4.0, so that's quite big, especially for just a wrap. So I might try 2.0. But yeah, there's definitely some whiting or something out there because the other rod was pinging away as well, so check that flapper as well. So I've literally just chucked out the flapper again, and that has got ragworm tipped with the old limpets, and we're getting some bites on that already. So I imagine that it's whiting, which is a bit disappointing, but there you go. So as you can see, we've only had that 1 Plaice so far, but we've still got quite a bit of time, and we've got plenty of bait. So yeah, fingers crossed we can get something interesting. I'm hoping to get a bass or a conger with that Joey mackerel. And then if we can maybe put out a nighttime flatfish, that would be amazing. Well, here we are with the first whiting. There's probably going to be many for the remainder of our time down here tonight. Dan's just managed to catch a dab, so if we can get some footage of that in a second. This whiting's bleeding out a bit, so Dan's got a bucket, so I'm just going to put him in the bucket. It'll probably pass to the other life, if you know what I mean, unfortunately. But yeah, we're going to put him in the bucket with Dan's stuff. He may come back with us, and we'll put him back later. Here we go. So my whiting unfortunately isn't looking the best, but as you can see, Dan's got a little baby dab down there and another whiting. But yeah, unfortunately this whiting's not looking the best, so he'll probably get used as bait, my friends. Well, we had a couple more rattles and of course the obligatory whiting, so let's go chuck him in the bucket. Whee, bucket. Well, there's 3 livers and 2 non-livers in there. Woo. So the plan is with these is the dead ones we are going to take home, and the ones that are alive we will put back. So don't you worry, everybody, we're not just killing whiting. Don't worry, my friends. As always on the flapper, getting rattles pretty much straight away, so I reckon we know what that's going to be. In other news, we are putting out one of these bad boy whitings instead of Joey Mackerel. There's a Joey, so his guts got taken out a little bit down the bottom, so probably a crab or something like that. So yeah, we've got half a whiting, cut the tail end off so it doesn't flap in the wind, and then we've whipped it on nicely. So there you go, we're going to get this chucked out and hopefully get something on this. I reckon for my next cast on the flapper, I'm going to change it out to the 1 up 1 down rig, just so we've got some smaller hooks on there. So I believe there was size 2 hooks on there, and obviously on this flapper we've got 2 O's, so we've only got a chance to catch him whiting basically on that one. Even though they are coming in pin ones, it'd be just nicer to put on the smaller hooks to potentially get into a flatfish. So I haven't got too many ragworm left as well, but there is one big one and a couple of other big ones I'd like to put on the pennel with a big hook. We got the whiting on, so I'm going to leave that whiting out there for probably another 45 minutes, half an hour, and I'll put a big ragworm bait out. But I'd imagine that even a big ragworm bait is going to get stripped by the whiting pretty quickly. But yeah, we're still getting taps on the flapper and the squid and limpet wrap, so I'm going to bring those in a minute, check them, and then add more whiting to the bucket. Even though I've only had one Plaice today, and Dan unfortunately didn't have one, he just had the Flounder, it really has been an absolute banging session, to be honest, because that's what we came down here for. And yeah, there's not in abundance at the moment. If you can cast out far, you've got a better chance of getting them. And for the rest of the week, and probably next week as well, there's probably not a chance to get them due to the weather being a bit too rough. But I'll be able to get one, especially that size this early. That is absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with that. So I brought in the squid and limpet wrap, and the rig was completely tangled, and so was my shock leader. So I reckon we were getting bites from a conger. So hopefully I'll go over to the whiting bait for the decent sized one. But I just wanted to show you this next bait. Look at the size of this ragworm. He's a thick boy, look at that. So we just put one big ragworm on the 2.0 pennel, pulley rig. We'll get that chucked out. Probably gonna catch a whiting on it, but yeah, whew. Just got some smaller worms, so yeah, I'm going to put this rig back out as well, the shiny stuff on it, give that a go for another flatfish. But yeah, I just wanted to get this big one chucked out. Well, here we go. This is what's coming out on the small flappers. Look at the size of that for a whiting, tiny. So yeah, they've made a mess of my rig there, so I get these bad boys unhooked and chucked back. But if you think about coming to fish Brighton in the evening, I'd probably skip it, unless I can show you an amazing fish on the big whiting bait, or on maybe one of these ragworm baits. Well, there we go, everybody. That's it for me down here, down Brighton Beach today. What more can I say? That's a big success in my books. I only have one Plaice, but it's better than no Plaice, and it was an absolute long boy, that one. So yeah, that is sweet as a nut. I'm really, really happy with that outcome. And to say that if I didn't have that fish, it would have been a couple of whiting all day. You know, that really did make it worth coming down here. So yeah, sweet as a nut. If you did enjoy this video, do be sure to check out some of the other content on my channel. We've got loads of live streams that you can go through with timestamps and stuff like that. And there's plenty of videos that I've been uploading recently. So yeah, really appreciate all the support on the videos recently. That's been amazing. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Hope you're enjoying the content. And anyone who's subscribing now, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So yeah, guys, I'll hopefully see you in the next episode. And bye for now. Very nice.